Okay, dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna just make this video very short because I just realized that if you check the 7th channel at the answer board, Dev Kagura has already replied the top 3 posts that were posted in the past 2 weeks, and we are gonna check out the question, or rather the feedback, as well as his response, and I will give my own thoughts about it just on the go like that. Okay, so first one is from Acid Aqua. He is actually a Thai YouTuber, also part of the content creators program, so do support him, go watch his videos as well. We're gonna look at his comment. He said, "We hope you improve very urgently. Remake heroes to have passive conditions 3 or more same types." So this just happened, okay? And for example, he says Rin for magic team, Dylan's for offensive team, and Cesar for defense team, Chris for death and status effect team, and also increased inventory limit and new crafting event items. Okay, so basically, yeah, his idea is to create diversity such that you can use different heroes, which also forces you to use relevant heroes to make your PvP team, basically. And that is what we are currently having just today with Colt, Dylan's, and Wukong. So spot on. And what does Dev Kagura have to say about that? Let's read his response. So he says, "We think enjoying PvP by combining various heroes is the ultimate fun content in 7 Nights." Not entirely false. Arena top rankers are using practically the same heroes, that's correct, and their winning rates are excessively high. I believe that the strategic fun has been greatly diminished. That is very, very true, because whenever the meta is just the same, you replace one hero at each time, that actually doesn't create a very fun environment, doesn't actually provoke players to think out of the box, doesn't make players want to innovate with their teams, or test different things. And with regards to that, I really hope you bring down the cost of the trades, because having the trades, free trades, change now is super good, and I really love it. And if you guys saw earlier, my goal has dropped substantially from 38 million to 9 million. I don't know what happened. It just happened today. I think it's because of all the dual power-ups and all the switching of equipment here and there, maybe certain synthesis as well, and yeah, basically my goal is just gone. Yeah, but anyway, back to this. Just want to say that this update has been really good, especially for different tier of players, old and new. Okay, easier for them to come back to enjoy Arena, and I think having the 3 type allies kind of gimmick actually is a starting point, whereby it forces players to use relevant type heroes. So maybe in future, currently, because all 3, Wukong, Dylan's, and Yonhi, have the same kind of passive, right? So in future, I really hope to see that instead of this kind of 3 of the same type allies kind of passive, we hope to have more passives that are relevant to certain type of allies. They have already been doing that, like live streamer Scoot, like Tara, and all that kind of thing, like Rosie as well. So I would love to see more of those. Magic team is very buffed. We need more buff for the offensive team and the tank and universal teams. Okay, so hopefully Dev Kagura can look into that. And yeah, so we have remade various heroes based on your opinion. I wonder if they really remade the heroes based on Acid's comment or was it already planned? But that is very cool anyway. First 3 heroes, Dylan, Sun Wukong, and Colt, have been remade this week, and as you have suggested, they will have a passive effect that activates when you have more than a certain number of hero types on your team. Our goal is to diversify teams. Yeah, which is very good. It is kind of happening, and I think it's just a beginning step. So hopefully we have more of such things. Maybe not, depending on a certain number of hero types, but maybe just for certain hero types. And also, they consider making Arena fun as a top priority. Methods in addition to hero remakes are in preparation, so please look forward to them. So I guess they're gonna introduce more things, not just true hero remakes. So hopefully it won't be too crazy. And there's been a lack of inventory space for a long time. However, we must consider knights who are using a lower spec phone. What? Now, I really don't get this. I mean, So having more inventory space leads to greater game size or something. I really don't know. I really don't know how this is relevant, but maybe you guys can let me know. We are planning to improve the new synthesis material, which will be released by next update, to be stacked rather than a separate item. Yes! I mean, that is actually a good idea as well. We should be able to stack identical currencies like guild dungeon coins, like all your new things. Basically, synthesis materials should all be able to be stacked, and hopefully it's not just stacked by 5. Hopefully you give us more, like maybe 50. That will greatly help with the inventory space problem. Okay, so I think this was a good reply and also a very relevant comment by Acid. And then here we have from, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry, Duvox. Easier red frame heroes. He literally just gives a very short that many people have voted for it, and I think it's also a very big concern about the rates of the prime heroes, right? Prime special heroes. So what does Death Kagura have to say? Thank you for your valuable opinion. The intention of releasing the prime special heroes is to set our top players apart with the hard to acquire heroes. We kind of guessed that because it was such a, I would say, cash grab right from the start, okay, with Galidus. And it was also not just a way to set the top players apart, it was also a way to drain everyone's resources and really, cause the tiering of the player base. Because when you took so much rubies from a very long time, because last year nothing was happening, nothing too much was happening, so yeah, so that was a big drain, and people have to work hard again, basically something like that, I feel. So he says he wants to improve the way to collect heroes. We are considering to add an acquisition route other than summon, or changing the summon rate for future prime special hero, which will be released in January. So I guess the prime special hero every 2 months is a real thing right now. Because I mean, Judas came out in November, and then now we're getting he's literally saying it, a prime special hero will be coming out in January. However, based on what we know, there are actually no other heroes belonging to the 7 Knights of Old and the Apostles. So unless Korea server releases someone next month, which is also insanely short notice, so unless they're gonna have a new faction for prime special heroes, maybe the Hide Reapers could be the new prime special hero. Yeah, hopefully they have more ways to acquire heroes besides summons and that crazy silly synthesis that requires 4 Judas. Okay, hopefully there's more ways. And basically he says that we will improve it to make things easier than now, so that's always a good thing to hear. We'll look forward to that. And then Die Early also says, I think it's time developers need consideration about increasing rate of new prime heroes in the pack. Also, those are nothing special from normal special heroes but higher price and will be out of the meta in 1 to 2 months anyway. The prime ticket is also too expensive for 3 random cards. I think he's talking about the cash package. Yeah. So Death Kagura says, the acquisition of new prime special heroes, especially through packages, certainly needs to be improved. So there's more cash stuff. Just as we mentioned in our other post regarding prime special hero acquisition, will improve the prime special hero acquisition and purchasing to satisfy our knights. We are also taking into consideration the problem where heroes only remain in the meta every month or 2. As we mentioned in our other post, our primary goal is to utilize various heroes in arena. Accordingly, prime special heroes should naturally be used longer. In that sense, I would say, we may be getting a Milia remake sometime down the road, I feel, or 5 remake. I really don't know, but it feels to me that they are trying to prolong the longevity of these prime special heroes, which makes sense because they are super hard to get, so I don't want them to become, inventory guardians. But that said, Milia still has a use in PvE now, and she's still the best DPS in Heavenly Stairs, so I guess maybe we won't see a remake for her too soon. Actually, I don't want her to be remade at all because she's just so good there. But Galidus, well, hit or miss again, hit or miss. depends on what buffs they give for heavenly stats. So I like his responses, they're very proper. They don't tell you too much, but you know, they kind of give you some assurance. And hopefully more of you guys will post in the 7 channel. More constructive criticism will be good, so that, you know, instead of going through the same topics again and again, instead of spamming inventory, I think he gets the idea and they will be implementing changes. So let's move on to other things, and hopefully, you know, in this month I will also be posting something. I don't know what I will be posting, but you know, we'll see. And there are some very interesting posts here currently, and we can look forward to his reply for the game. I think this is a very direct way he talks to us. It's kind of nice, and I really appreciate that they introduced this feature right here. So that's all for this video. If you have any comments about what Dev Kagura said, leave them in the comments in this video, and hopefully, you know, somehow or other someone from Netmarble will see it and convey it to him. And be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and see you!